good friend and talented designer, Melissa Smith. And so let's face it. Yeah, hi. Yes, I'm going. Hi and welcome.
Hi.
Yes, I'm so grateful because this is your second time being in our Pop Fashion Week. You came and you joined our Pop Fashion Week in fall edition. You just show your beautiful work for the first time as well in New York Fashion Week, which I was definitely fascinated by all of your designs. And I just want to show your work. And then I want to tell that my next designer will be Ruben. So he will be our next one. And before we continue here with Melissa, I want to just showcase here. And listen, I can remember, I can even pronounce the name. I'm sorry, as a foreigner, powering around Pet Boutique. You know, you're very active on social media on the different platforms, which I think it's really incredible. You also are a big supporter of Celebrity Catwalk and different rescue organizations. You, in addition to this, do a lot of physical events in your area. And, you know, right now in your area, you're 3 hours, you know, your Pacific time. So thank you for making it work. And I just want to showcase some of your work. Okay, so give me a second, please. Everyone mute yourself. Okay, so like tell me, like, I mean, I'm sorry, but I just want to say, how was the feeling going into the Big Apple, Pet Fashion Week and showing for the first time your beautiful pieces of art, which we already saw in some of them in the slideshow?
Yeah, there was a few pieces in the slideshow, and I have Trixie's piece on her now that got published in the My New York magazine. Dee Dee took amazing pictures for us and submitted them, and so they got published in My New York magazine, and hopefully, we haven't heard yet, but on Dogs Outside the Ring as well. But both of them put them on their Instagram, which was fabulous. And so it was very surreal. I have never been to New York. It was my very first time. And I let me tell you, I have some stories. I don't know if they're appropriate stories, because I'm a little from a farming town originally, down in the Tri-Cities in like Kennewick, Washington. And then I moved into Spokane, which is probably the second largest city, I think, in Washington, aside from like the Seattle area. It's the biggest. So I'm a small town girl, and even here we have like farming towns, and it was just so funny because I just did not, I don't know, it was everything I expected and nothing like I expected. It was really crazy. I think our biggest one is how is the dogs going to go potty? And the guy, oh, she can go anywhere. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I found a little dirt spot. And he goes, oh, she can go anywhere but there. And I'm like, she could go anywhere but the dirt spot where it's the most sanitary for her to go. And he goes, well, where does she go at home? And I'm like, well, we have grass. And there's like grass strips between the sidewalks and streets. And he goes, your city made grass sidewalks or grass areas just for the dogs? I'm like, no, it's landscaping. That's just what we do. And so it was very interesting because that's not anything I expected. And so it was very, some of it was a very big culture shock for me, but it was great. And Trixie made out like a bandit before I realized she did it. She, I think, snagged about 8 meals the day before the show, so she was super sick. Um, so it was very, very, very funny and very interesting. And we had to do some stuff on the fly at the last minute with the models, because the dog models were amazing. I'd never worked with any of these specific human models. Most of them were absolutely amazing, amazing women, and I was so happy to have them. But the fashion show was amazing, and it was, I didn't do, I tried to do stuff I had never done before. At the same time, like, they weren't big flowery gowns. They were all something that was a very personal representation of me. So I was super excited that the dog moms signed on board for it, because they weren't necessarily all your typical designs that you would see. And if we did another show, they would be crazy avant-garde dresses again, but probably not like the theme that I went with. It would be a different theme, of course. But we went with the unapologetically me theme. And so there was a wedding dress, because you can't do that without it. And Breezy was so amazing in that wedding dress, and I felt so bad because her little veil fell over her head because she wiggled a little, which wasn't her fault, and she was amazing though. And we had the queen dress and a dragon dress. Little Bear got to wear dragon wings and scales, and I don't know that I will ever do that again, because I cut out, like, oh man, I felt like 1,000, but it's probably about 100 scales that I then individually sewed scale by scale onto the dress. And then made a way for the wings to attach, and then she could take the wings off, if that's the one right there. She could take the wings off if she wants, and there's actually a little piece that's covered in scales that goes over it. So I did pieces I'd never done before, like we did the snake with Jada that came over the hood and over her head.
Oh, wow.
We worked with leather pieces that we'd never done before. And I think the first, it was Paige's first runway show, and she had on the Wounded Warrior dress. And that one was one that went from kind of dark and grays and blacks and reds, and you ripped down the little Velcro on each of her shoulders, and it transformed into like an Indian white goddess warrior dress.
Oh.
So all of the dresses either had rip away skirts or like shawls that came off. I did like a forest nymph with horns. That's the one right there, with Miss Cleo. So we did something with all of them that we had never done before, whether it was using materials I'd never used or creating it in a way I'd never used. I've never really done rip away skirts. I know there's a lot of designers who have done it before me, so we did a few of those. We just did all kinds of stuff we'd never done. And by the end of I don't think it got on the video. I hope not. I don't know. But as we took the final walk, I was trying not to cry. Like, it was just very emotional, and very honored that I got asked to do it, and excited. And maybe we'll do it next September. I'm not 100% sure though. We'll have to see. But I did enjoy it, and I had fun, and we got to go to a bunch of parties, and so yeah, it was exciting. And then we do local events. I just did Custer's Craft Show, and we have a local fashion show coming up, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
It's not, it won't be as elaborate as Jen does with Celebrity Catwalk, but we will have music and models, and they'll get to go on the runway again. And so we have down at our main park that we have here in Spokane, Washington. So I'm taking models for that, human to walk the dogs, and the dogs, if they're here and want to do a quick little short 30-minute fashion show and walk out a couple of times in some dresses. So we do those, and so that'll be April 5th, and then I'll be in real big time crunch, because then I turn around after that and we do celebrity catwalk. I hadn't planned to do celebrity catwalk because they just did New York Fashion Week, but Care, man, oh, Care. She is a force of nature, and unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to spin it, she has now become one of my great friends. And so talked me into coming in May. So we're gonna do the May Celebrity Catwalk. I was just gonna design for the show. I hadn't planned to actually attend in person, but now we're gonna do both.
Wow.
So we're
Amazing.
doing that.
Wow.
But yeah, I think it's something. It's always crazy and busy, but I will show you.
Yes, please.
So have you still got them on? Can you see the?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Look at this fancy. Wow, I love
And look,
it.
she got a little bracelet on, and she got her little sunglasses. So yeah, I was super. I love making doggy sunglasses. They are just the bestest ever. And I think the one of the things I walked away with is I told Amanda, who has Anya, who's a poodle, and she does celebrity catwalk too, I believe. Her dog needs to wear sunglasses at all times. Every color, every theme. That dog was made to wear sunglasses. She was amazing. And she looked it, and she just had this attitude of, yes, I'm a star. I am. What's next? So this was the Paris dress that Trixie wore, and it's a very long padded. Some people might recognize the top part of the dress that we had, but I actually added, and it rips away, which we did not in the show because I wanted it to be long, but it rips away to have the shorter version, which she wears often. This is one of my favorite dresses, but we do for girls and boys. Come here, Rebel. Come here. My boys don't get to come to Celebrity Catwalk because there's just too many dogs and not enough plane seats.
It's hard to bring everyone of the four like family.
I know, and he's so sweet. So this is the accompanying little boy vest that goes with that one.
Wow.
So,
very gorgeous, so beautiful.
Yeah, he was found running the highway. So my baby. Say hi, Papa.
Hi. He's now a celebrity. It's like, oh, your baby's a become celebrity.
And then Riley was found running running the highway with him and covered in barbed wire. Oh. So he's wearing kind of a little thespian piece. It's got little jewels and some, I'm trying to do so you can see, and it's got a little side piece for puff sleeves, so it's kind of a little Shakespearean thing. And so everyone always asks to buy this dress that I'm going to show you in a minute, and I always tell them no, because I have this set with it is actually matches it.
Oh wow.
And I'm trying to make 2 more to go with it, so my dogs have to have a picture of all 4 of them before. Okay, come on.
Yes.
And
look at how gorgeous.
Catwalk a couple times. Please don't put your ear in my your tongue in my ear on social media. Thank you. So this one has all kinds of flowers and jewels, and is the matching piece to Riley's.
It's incredible. Wow, it's really so beautiful.
Yeah. So and it actually has a green puff piece that goes around it too. But yeah, so we have all different kinds of dresses, and we have the fancy couture stuff, and then we do just like simple little everyday stuff as well. So I mean, from casual to couture is what our kind of catchphrases, and that's what we do, and that's what I love doing. Something for every day.
It's great. Well, thank you very much for sharing with us your very beautiful world of creation, magic, you know, just like embracing what it comes to your heart and soul, and just sharing with us more about your experience from Fashion Week. And it's just really
That was great.
interesting, you know, seeing from, you know, Pop Fashion Week, Celebrity Catwalk live events, to Fashion Week New York, back to Pop Fashion Week virtual event, you know, and it's really, thank you for being with us. Thank you for sharing your amazing talent. And just, I cannot wait, you know, hopefully you can kind of keep us posted on the event on April 5th. And then, you know, obviously Celebrity Catwalk, we will be there, a live stream, and just to continue following your amazing journey. And can you tell people where they can find you on social media?
So I am on Facebook under Melissa Schmitz is my personal Facebook. My business is under Pine Around Pet Boutique, and that also links to my Instagram, which is under the same Pine Around Pet Boutique, and it's got an underscore between each of the words with my name Melissa on there, Melissa Schmitz. So we're there. It's got like little TikTok slideshows of the Fashion Week, and we've got videos of Fashion Week up there. We've got all kinds of different stuff we're doing locally and around everywhere. So and there's past, and if you're bored, because fashion shows are always amazing with the dogs, there's past fashion shows on there if you go to the videos on our Facebook page. So that's always fun. we just have a good time. We like dressing the dogs. So
well, thank you very much again. It has been a pleasure as always. And I'm so glad that, you know, kind of you were one of the first one to really hear you with voice and seeing your cute face telling us about the Fashion Week and experience, and telling us more about a kind of what creativity process. So thank you so much. And I know I will see you soon. So thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. And so our next guest, it's another very talented, incredible designer. Bye, Melissa. Thank you, sweetie. Who is really, like, I love his stuff. Everyone knows Ruben. They also know him not only as, you know, being this very talented designer and groomer. Also, they know you with your events, which now it's second season coming up, and we did, you know, a bunch of lives and highlights too. Yes, you can unmute yourself. And so I want to show, you know, and Ruben, I want to show your work. And I just want to say that I was in a very wonderful way fascinated when you send me these pictures, when you send me those videos, and I'm like, wow, this is so gorgeous. And I keep seeing a lot of your work. I mean, you know, we've done postcards and everything else. So I'm going to share here. Let me just see. Hold on, it's coming.
See what we got there.
Yeah, here it is, Ruben Santana, and your business is Ruben Pets World. And I really love your website because it's very, like, it has everything in it, in a way that you can sign up for, you know, your contests. You can do it all, but let's just show. And I, by the way, hear a little echo there. Maybe it's from your second device. So let me show your work.
To me?
Yeah, it's somebody else. I will discover it. Yes.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, look at that.
I know, it's incredible. I just love
All
it.
right.
It's like so beautiful. It's so really
Thank you.
amazing. So what I really liked, it's when you said that leopard, it's very classical and it's forever. Really like,
It's a classic. You always, it never goes out of style.
yes,
As well as gold. Gold is a color that always be in fashion, no matter uh, how many years pass by. It always go. People love gold, like black, gold. Those are classic colors that people, everybody loves.
yes, I do agree with you. And when you send me the pictures, I was like, maybe Vasa should wear a leopard today and kind of go with your creativity and vision. I'm like definitely, in love with it. And can you tell people a little more about like some of the pieces, also what people can expect from you as a designer for 2023?
Well, one of the things when I'm creating a piece for somebody, I like to talk to them and get to know them, because every piece that I create has a spiritual meaning behind it. So I like to feel the energy. I like to listen to my clients. What's their vision? And then I can create. Um, so I usually talk to them, try to explore their ideas, uh, what they're trying to achieve. And then from there, I start creating my pieces for each one. So I create a piece for each client based on their moment of what they're feeling, what they're going through, or just if they're going to a special event. But every piece has a meaning. It's just not a piece of fabric. That's what I tell people. It's more than that. As many designers, I'm sure they get attached to each of their creations, and the same thing happens to me. I love each piece is made with love, and you get attached, but you gotta let them go.
Yes. Oh, I know it's funny because I feel the same way with my photography. I tell people that I truly remember each kind of canvas I have taken. And, like all of my session, I remember them by heart and soul. And you really like put your creativity, and in your art, I can see it. Like I'm very impressed in even the little details, even the video you send me, like everything, you thought of everything. It's just so beautiful.
Well, yeah, I try to think about everything, put it together like a story. It's like a story. You're telling a story through fashion.
Mhm.
So everything had to be in place. And I'm also a artist, a brush artist. So I painted this background. That's my art. So I don't, I have a vision. I tell people, I see what you want already. I have a picture painted in my brain when people talking to me. And from there I create. One of the things is I like to use materials that a lot of people may not use. And I always tell my clients that I see perfection in the imperfection. So nothing is wrong. Nothing has to be like perfect. But that's my style. I believe that like I said, there is perfection in the imperfection, and that's where I get all my ideas.
Oh, wow. I love it. I love it. It's like, I like the way you said, because I feel the same way. I tell people, I cannot create you the same things. It's a piece of art. It doesn't need to be perfect, just needs to be beautiful. And you
Yes, just have to like it and enjoy it and smile every time you look at it, and also um, passion is not only for your dog; it's also for other people. You transmit
yes,
that energy when people meet your dog in the street. They see him dressed up. You give them a good energy. You change their day, their attitude. So it's more than just fashion. You change people's lives in that
yes,
moment. Somebody may be sad, upset in the street, going through a hard time, and then they see your dog coming down the street, and they all smile. They forgot about their problems. They jump in your dog and they start asking you questions. So fashion is bigger than just design. It's
wow.
more powerful than that. It goes beyond a design.
Yes, you're absolutely so right about this. And I love like the way you put everything into words. I mean, like, look at these plants. I mean, this is like, isn't this stunning? Like all the details, everything, what you thought of it. I mean, like, oh, I mean, and a lot of them take a very long time. People, they don't realize it's It's not, it's not just you decided. I mean, this takes hours and days to come up with.
Oh yeah, yeah. It takes time. I mean, and sometimes you have to let it sit for some time. This way, you get your thoughts together, because when you're working in a piece, it goes through maybe weeks of work, and and your thoughts get tired. You get tired. Your brain gets tired. So sometimes you got to rest a little bit, start all over again, pick up. But one of the things I like to do is I do my research in each piece. If it's something that has to do with a country or culture, I like to go and check out everything, the meaning of the colors, the meaning of the dress, and what it means for the culture. And then I try to bring all of that. So it's like doing a homework.
Wow, that's really great. And maybe from here, it comes your passion of the event you have, the Miss Universe, and
I have
now
a lot of things going on.
I know, but it's kind of all connected now. I kind of can connect the dots of you in a great way, going so much into deep detail of learning when you create your pieces of art in the shape of form of clothing for pets, and then now you're loving the countries and coming up with these amazing events, which if you'd like, you can share a little bit, because I know that we have new people listening or watching, or maybe watching the replay. So can you tell a little bit more about your event? Because it's amazing.
Well, as many of you know, I'm the owner of Miss Universe and Mr. Universe Canine, and that's a competition we have online. Actually, right now, people are signing in. You can register right now online at Ruben's Pet World. You can visit my website, fill out the application. You can choose your country, and you can start participating. And we're raising money for Yorkie 911, so it's very important. And it's funny because I started as my first fashion show. The first time I won something about fashion, I didn't know anything about fashion. And I went to a fashion show in the city, and I had my dog named Dana, which was purple poodle because I dyed her hair. At that time, I didn't know anything about fashion. I was just a dog stylist. And it's funny because I won that day. I won second place, and from there, I met many other designers, and I became one of the New York Pet Fashion Show designers of the year. And so this is like a growing experience. Every day I'm learning new things from. I watch other designers. I admire many of the designers, my fellow designers. I love their work. I watch them. I learn from them, and I think every day we're learning. And now I think over the years, I've been in the industry now for over probably 15 years. And now it's kind of, I got all that experience that I learned for over the years. And now I'm putting it together into one place. So it kind of, I grew into somebody new. I was a little kid learning. And now I became who I'm supposed to be. And so for me, now I'm ready to do the Miss Universe Canine, reach the world, share the love of pets, the fashion, the fun things, because it's all about fun and love for the pets.
Yeah, it's amazing. I didn't know, by the way, that you're 15 years in this business. That's quite a bit. And I want to share here, friends, you can see in Peptic's World magazine. I mean, the last issue, the newer one, as we know, it's coming, but we gave you a whole chapter. Like you had the whole article. I mean, there were so many pups and
So many beautiful contestants we had that year.
yes, I mean, like friends, look at this, amazing and
Amazing.
yeah, right.
It was an amazing experience.
Yeah, everyone loved it. And what I also really liked, and a lot nowadays, it's that you open it this time for the boys, and we already know that some boys already enroll. I mean, their better friends don't.
Yes, the boys are in this year and they're ready. They're very excited. They're working in their pieces. They call me, Ruben, how much time I have? Is everything, how many categories? Ask me all these questions, boy, quiz. I tell them, calm down. Everything is on the website. Everything you need to know. You got enough time to prepare. And by the way, is on the 15th of this month, um, the early bird sale ends. So make sure you get your tickets early if you want to save a little bit. visit my website, and then it goes to regular price after that. Okay, so make sure you go check out my website, sign in. The code is there that you have to enter to get your discount, and I hope to see you, all of you, in the Miss or Mr. Universe Canine. And I'm working very hard right now. I'm looking for the sashes. I'm looking for the crowns. Everything is coming together, so I'm very excited.
I'm very excited as well. I actually do have people who keep asking me, so Basi, is it too late to sign? I'm like, no, don't worry, but still do it. You know, don't be in a very respectful way, friends. Don't be like some of the pet parents who are waiting for the last minute, because you said it really nicely. So now people can save money. Again, this is not about, it's about having fun. And it's about
Yes.
really creating memories, but also it's about supporting rescue. I mean, everyone in our circles know Yorkie 911, Heidi.
Oh, yes.
Team. She's very well respected. They do so much. Every time I jump in Facebook and I see they help this pup, they help that pup, and etc. And it's just
They do an amazing work, and very hard. A lot of people think it's easy and looks cute when you put a photo. But I transported one of the dogs from Puerto Rico. They needed transport, so I was on vacation in Puerto Rico, and they called me from Yorkie 911 to bring a dog back, and I was so happy to do it for them because I see their work and I know what they're doing. So I know that the money is going there, and you see the work.
yes, no, and
So they're amazing and good people too.
yeah, they're great people.
Actually, I did my last Halloween event. I also donated to Yorkie 911.
Wow.
And I did a Halloween event on October that I do every year that I'm getting ready to start preparing for that event.
Well, you know, whatever I can help, Pet Pics can help, you just name it, you know, we're here. And we like to bless the world, but like to help however we can. And then what else would you like to tell people? Like, you know, how they can connect with you, how they can maybe decide to, you know, if we ask you to have the honor for you to create clothes for their pups.
Well, if you need a design, you can reach me on my website. You can send me a message right there. I will get it right away on my cell phone. Make sure you know what you want. That's the main thing, you know. Have an idea, have enough time. Don't wait for last minute. If you have an event coming up, don't wait for the week before, because it's not going to happen. You know, we need time to get the materials we need, the ideas, and put everything together. So I always tell people, if you need a piece, make sure you let me know with enough time so I can prepare everything. And go on my website. You're going to find everything there. You can register. You can look at the measurements. You can look at my work that I've done. I do anything from fashion, from recyclable materials to fabrics to I decorate strollers. So I do many things. So you name it and I make it happen.
Wow.
You know what's funny? Because I started doing this dog fashion and I was down in Puerto Rico in January, and I had my cousin, she's participating in one of the beauty pageants in Puerto Rico. And we were celebrating a birthday and I ran into her and she's like, oh, Ruben, my daughter is competing in this beauty pageant in Puerto Rico, but she want to be a chango. And I'm like, a chango? Chango is a black bird from one of the towns that she's representing. And she asked one of the designers in Puerto Rico, can you make this for her? And the designer said, no, I don't see the vision. You know, they told her, you crazy. Why are you trying to design this bird? So I told her, I'm going to make you outfit. So not only I started with dogs, now I designed for a pageant custom, a national custom for actual pageant in Puerto Rico that is going to happen in about 2 weeks. She's going to compete. And everything I used was recyclable from the trees and the trees that I found around the house. Everything material is recyclable. I didn't use anything else. Cardboard and what Mother Nature gave us. And I made it happen for her. And she's so excited. She's so happy. And that's like making me super happy. So my fashion, we're getting there. We're moving up.
That's amazing, my friend. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. And I want to ask you, I'm hoping for Adrian. I mean, as we know, he lives in the Philippines. He's 13
Yes,
hours
yes.
ahead. So hopefully he will be able to join us. But I know that he kind of did part of like your event in PetCon. So can you tell us a little more from your point of view? What would you like to say about this? It's so
Well, they're running. I'm so excited because they're running Miss and Mr. Philippine Canine. And they just crowned the winner not too long ago, about 2 weeks ago, a week or 2 weeks ago. They got the representative that they're going to send it to the Mr. and Miss Universe Canine here in the US. So he been working, he does a lot of events in Philippines. He, like me, he's a big pageant follower, especially Miss Universe. We share that in common.
you do.
We talk, yeah. We talk about the winners and what happened, and we are like, "Why she won? The other one should have won." So we talk, Facebook on Messenger about beauty pageants a lot, and that's something we have in common. So that's something that we share. So that's why Miss Universe, Miss and Mr. Universe, can I kind of brought us a little bit together through these events, because now I have friends in Philippines, I have friends in Argentina, I have friends in Mexico. We got now I have a new contestant from Costa Rica coming in. So it's like it's connecting
Wow.
everywhere.
Wow.
It's
Well,
like a
listen,
spider web.
this is incredible. Well, I think that we should start, you and I, like our little mini series. I'm just throwing it there like once a month, and we can have a couple of different, people. I think will be fun. I'm just throwing it there.
And we
But
can also bring in the contestants and chat with each one and get to know them a little more personal and see what their ideas are and all of that. Of course, we can do a monthly
yes,
chat and bring a new one of the contestants in, or two of them at a time, and
that
chat and see what they think about.
exactly. Well, definitely we'll talk more about it. And I
Yes.
cannot thank you enough for being here with us today. I'm so grateful and just want to say thank you. Thank you for everything, what you do for our community. I'm sure you don't hear enough times. Thank you. We just keep working and following this passion of ours. But what you do, and I just am so excited that now our community has a new place to create, because your event, it's for a few months, people really have a lot of fun, and it's just amazing to being able to kind of share more and just
Also, my event gives the opportunity to people to vote, to be
yes,
involved. So the
yes,
first section of the first part of the Miss Universe, people will actually vote for the top five, and then the judges are going to select five from the remaining for total 10, and then the competition gets very rough. But people have the voice of the people is very important in my event.
yes. And I love this about you. And so again, friends, just make sure you go to Ruben's website, and just you can sign up there. I would encourage you, please share, because
Yes, please. It's a lot of work too.
I know, I
Involved.
admire you. Listen, the first time I saw what you do, I said, I love you. I love what you do. I admire you. I myself wouldn't do it, because this is every Sunday. Sunday is my day off. And I see you Sunday night at 8 p.m. you're posting. I'm like, Ruben, I have no idea. You probably don't have
Oh, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
work. I mean, you
Yes.
have to understand, friends, going and doing this digital composite and systemizing. I mean, doing a magazine itself or a podcast, and what you do, that's a lot of work behind the scenes. So that's why it takes sometimes a little longer.
Yes. But I got a good, I started getting a lot of help from a lot of friends,
Good.
and that's helping. I'm building a team now, and
Great.
that's helping a lot. It's helping a lot, because I tell you, it was very stressful.
I know. I know. That was
This
my
year was very stressful, and it's the first time I organized something, so I was dealing with a lot of different personalities. But it was fun.
yeah.
I learned, and that's why I decided to do it again.
Yes. Well, we thank you for it. We cannot wait to continue being part of not only your journey, but your community, which is anyway our community, because the people are our people. We love it. And thank you so much for making Pop Fashion Week very special. It was such a pleasure having you again.
Thank you for having me.
You know, and I can see here, you know, from Melinda, she says Miss Lynn, and you know,
Miss Lynn is Miss USA, representing Miss USA.
Yeah.
So that's going to be very interesting because Miss USA actually won the Miss Universe this year. So we'll see what's going to happen.
Yes, I will for sure. Well, thank you very much. Thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So I hope, you know, Adrian from the Philippines, again, we have 13 hours difference. So if he's around, hopefully he will join. If not, I'm going to share with you, friends, his beautiful work. And we have done podcasts before. I hope we'll see if he can come tomorrow. And then I know it's, if anyone needs to go, but you know, it's Pop Fashion Week, so Pop Fashion Week requires to be a little longer, because since today it's the day when we showcase multiple designers, and tomorrow we are celebrating. So Adrian, I mean, I'm very grateful to Ruben, who was able to kind of really tell us more about Adrian. Everyone knows him. He lives in the Philippines. He is I would say one of their local star, one of the Philippines, you know, celebrity. And I'm very honored to call him my friend, and very honored to be able to follow his journey and really being able to see. He did send us some videos and with some of his work. It's really fascinating. Of course, you can find here his business. He's also on Facebook and Instagram. You can also see him in our magazines, and we did podcasts. You know, recently he was so kind to connect us with Animal Con Philippines, which is the first animal event in the country, in the Philippines, which unites different types of animals, including exotics. And here it's some of his beautiful work. So you can see, I mean, his work is definitely, you know, really beautiful. And what I want to say for him, he's very given and very, very talented designer. He designs pet couture. He's part of their local fashion organization. I mean, they have a lot of fun. They're supporting a lot of pet fashion designers, a lot of rescue organization from their country. He even recently traveled. He also was multiple times on Fashion Week in US. I mean, he was in Orlando. He also designed for those, which I think it's really very interesting. I hope someday he can come and only talk about this, because I think it's, you know, very fascinating on everything, you know, what he does. So again, due to our 13 hours different, if he cannot attend, you know, don't worry, friends. I hope he can come tomorrow, or I'm sure I will do individual podcasts with him. But tomorrow I will show you some of the videos in addition he has sent. So here it's, you know, again, tomorrow it's a special day. So tomorrow it's going to be, it's so funny because last time when we did our second Pop Fashion Week, which was the fall edition, we did it and it was our third birthday. Well, now it's practically our, again, birthday, in a way that our podcast, it's turning 2 years. We continue maintaining and keeping the 0.5% globally ranked podcast, which is really fascinating. And thank you. We have, again, a little over 290 podcasts. And keep in mind that we took 1.5 months of break of not posting on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, Audible, Google Podcast. I mean, and so many Stitchers, so many podcast platforms. Anywhere you go around the world in the podcast platforms, you're going to find Pet Pigs World Podcast. And I love it because it tells your stories. Also, we are celebrating 1 year. Oh my God, I said 2 years. It's 1 year of our magazine again became viral. It's in Amazon. It's the first hybrid magazine. It does include videos. Again, as I mentioned before, the first issue for this year will be published till the end of this month, due knowing, losing my dad, and still the magazine does require a lot of attention. And I'm kind of getting there with Mary Ellen. And but anyway, you have to stay tuned. It's going to be great. And what's unique about the magazine is that you write your own stories again. And I hope you notice it's all about you, friends. It's not about Vasi, it's not about Mary Ellen, it's about all of you. So again, tomorrow to expect Jody. She is an incredible holistic specialist. She would give us a couple of tips on how our fur babies, we can avoid anxieties on fashion shows. She really helps from pet parents from all around the world on how they can, keep their fur babies longer, healthier, and just adjust their nutrition and etc. if needed. Melissa will be back tomorrow. So she's kind of shared with us a little more insights. I personally would like to dig in more in a fashion week. And then we also have our favorite friend, Sabrina Pazdana from Wafora Fashion. As you know, she is also a beauty queen. She goes to pageants. She's an active person in the pageant world. And actually recently, the picture I took of her was shown in Times Square. So it was my first time of my picture and her, probably showing in Times Square. So she's really great. Again, each of you is invited to come. And this time, typically, last time we had 12 VIP guests. This time I did it on purpose not to have too many, because I wanted to hear you, friends. I wanted to hear your stories, how Pet Pigs were in a grateful way, kind of, brings some joy and good things. I mean, I never thought that Pet Pigs will become like a network. We will be here documenting and sharing with you, pet fashion show and charity organization and things happening around the world. It's like, this weekend, it's a very big event happening in UK, and also there's another one happening in Canada. It's just amazing what is happening. And if you'd like us to share something, just let us know. And before we are done, again, to be eligible to win some of those amazing giveaways, please go to petpigsworld.com and you can share and sign up so you can have the chance to win. And then, yes, please definitely share with your friends. And again, very special thank you to all of our incredible people who donated items. So we have Pouch Dog Live. She donated $50 gift certificate. We have a gift certificate from Mary Ellen Designs. We have very special, thank you to Miriam McCoy. She was here today live. I hope she might be available to come tomorrow. We did the podcast before, but I would like to be able to learn more. So hopefully she can join us again. Again, thank you, very special thank you to Sabrina Fazana. She will be here from Wafora Fashion. She is donating $25 gift voucher. Very special thank you to April. She is donating a beautiful custom-made necklace with Yaya Pet Bling. She does custom jewelry for animals, for fur babies. And also very special thank you to Gladys with Gia Couture and her daughter for the gift certificate for $25. So $25 for 2 winners So 2 people will win a gift certificate for Una Little Closet. They are just brand new, but they design beautiful things, and also $30 store credit from Cracked Mind Creation. They have amazing cups, friends, with built-in Bluetooth. I gifted to my friend, and she custom designed it. She has an amazing Etsy store. You can also take picture and use the second device and scan the QR code. And also very special thank you to Louise Ryder. She's donating to 2 winners a book where I'm highlighted. So without further ado, this is for today. Thank you very much for everyone. And I appreciate, before we are done, for the people who are here in Zoom, we still have few people. If anyone likes, you can unmute yourself, friends. You can say a couple of words. If not, I know it was, you can see, friends, everyone is saying thank you. You know, we also get here from Claire. Peaches Mommy, she said, thank you for a nice presentation. Have a good night. Oh, beautiful fashions, a lot of creativity. She also creates really beautiful things. So anyone likes to say something? And I know, well, I try to keep it short, but there is no way. It's always 1 hour and 30 minutes. However, I look at 1 hour and 40 minutes. But again, it's really very special and important event for me. And I see here Dominique Blanche, she says, thank you, see you tomorrow. Oh, it's so amazing. I know it's so amazing, and that's what really makes it very special, friends. So thank you again for being with us today. Thank you to each of you for watching this, listening this. Please share with your friends, and let's really bring everyone to our great community. And I also can read here another comment. Okay, Shauna, she is saying, thank you, have a great night. We are looking forward to Miss Universe Canina. I know it's going to be really fantastic. Melinda Williams also, she's saying thank you so much, see you tomorrow. And then my friend Akira, and I hope you can make it tomorrow, sweetie, so we can talk a little more about your incredible mission. So Kira, she says, you know, awesome job, Vasi, and to all of the designers. So thank you, friends. We did it. You know, day number 1 of Pop Fashion Week was absolutely incredible. Thank you so very much to each of you for coming, for celebrating, for really making and writing the history in the pet industry. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. So tomorrow, again, officially, we jump in Zoom at 5:30. As you know, I typically start 15 minutes later. So at 5:45, we'll be live and sharing with you our podcast and magazine birthday. And of course, sharing your story. So see you soon. Thank you. Bye.